welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Bulldogs offense will get the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven it.
Purdy on the Jets! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done. It's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. So Texas A&M's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On the option. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Great offenses find a way to featured their playmakers. How about the creativity by the offense? Using the speedster, the wide receiver as the pitch man, and he kicks it into high gear and makes the huge, long touchdown run for this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. It's O'Neal. That's caught. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pringle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes into 24.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hands it off. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Get set, get set.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Connection to the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down,
quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Touch pass on the run. Oh, he's got some space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And it'll be down right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times, and it climbs in the end zone. But that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. Got him downfield. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. Quick spin on the run. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. The give to the tailback. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Pringle. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Gonna run it. It's Pringle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbells ringing on this third down in Starkville. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Rides the back on the option, the give. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Ready to fire from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Finds his target down the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll try the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
They'll go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been
turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Sampson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it with Wilson. Open space at the 25. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Working downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Armstrong. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense. And now it's fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner goes down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10.
42, Spider.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Grab behind the line, it's Sampson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Now the pitch. There he goes. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
3 and 25.
Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by 4 over Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Great move. Now he's got room. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wilson on the carry. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games.
Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying play action. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to fire. Buying some time as he moves left. Headed to the end zone. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Goes to the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. To throw, it's O'Neal. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Kind of like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Here's the pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out and start fast. We're trailing. We've got to put some drives together, some possessions, and they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll leave it with him. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Here's a heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They punted away on 4th down. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbells ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Mississippi State offense heading back to the field to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Mississippi State right back to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quickly complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on 1st down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Slam!
To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Under fire! He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And you'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. Kennesaw State has methodically built this advantage, and I wonder if an interception from one of the stars in that secondary might not seal the deal. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kennesaw State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. It's complete to the left.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Aggies are on the move. Use the play fake. Now the throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
We love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limit.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Derek.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. Now he's going to break the pocket. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies! And the comeback is on.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the sticks, it's Wilson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it with Wilson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football? Consistently, no, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Give to the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't. Connection. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. When you're in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Creates a little room. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practiced this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get 1st downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield. It's Fenwick. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drives to back and leaves it. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wilson on the carry. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on! He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wide receiver comes in motion. In the red area, it's Wilson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run him from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Gets it out fast. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldog. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, you can't safety on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.